What's up, people? It's your man Black Cobra back once again with the Wheel Life Show. That's right. We are here to talk about all things that have to do with electric vehicles, electric wheels, PEVs, and we're talking electric unicycles, one wheels, and all that good stuff. And right now, we're about to talk about the Wheel Life Rally 2024 coming August 3rd and 4th here in Southwick at the Wick 338 dirt bike track. And I have one of our council members and the owner of One Stop Board Shop, the one and only Brian Lindy, is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Brian? What's going on, my man?
What's going on?
Good to see you again, man.
Cobra.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate
Always.
you taking the time out, man. Listen, y'all know he's running his own shop, so you know right now he is in there handling business. He just finished dealing with business. He's like, "Give me a second," and he ran to the back to set this up for us. So I appreciate you, Brian, taking the time to jump on to talk to the people.
Absolutely. That's what we're all about, man. What are we doing? What are we doing here if we're not doing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is what we want to do. That's exactly why we're doing it. So if you guys don't know, Brian is my one wheel connection because guys, I'm usually dealing with EUCs, and we spoke about last year, and the one wheel support, we didn't have enough of it. I don't know enough about it. So since I don't know, I brought in an expert. So we got the expert here. and Bry Guy is schooling me up on all things one wheel, starting with not using a capital W when you write out one wheel. Anyway,
just for context, guys, we had a council meeting last night, and I want to say 15 solid minutes just talking about that. Just talking about that W, man. But you know what that W's for? That W's for win.
That's right. We all win. The wheel life, baby. That's for sure. Oh, we got Law Laxina's already in the house. What's up, the man, Law? Yo, Law, I can't wait to see the movie. I haven't seen it yet. All I've seen is the snippets. You guys know that Law Laxina and Seth Johnson went to India and spent several months over there making a movie called Indian 2. So I'm not sure where I can catch it. It's at limited theaters, and then it's later going to be released on digital so we can watch it at home. But I'm going to try and track some theaters and see if there's anyone anywhere near me so I can go to the big screen and watch our EUCs in a long street chase. I think they said it's like 7 minutes long. It's going to be amazing. So shouts out to Law, shouts out to Seth. Appreciate you guys for extending the reach of PEVs. So, also Wheelie Brady, shouts out to Wheelie Brady. What's up?
Jersey.
He said Jersey in the house. See the Jersey boys trying to take over. I see y'all. That's all right. Adventures in Gold. What's
small
up?
State with a big heart.
I don't know. You say Jersey small, but crossing that Jersey Expressway, man, I'm like, this thing runs forever.
I'm like, you can hit tip to tip in 3 hours, bro.
Oh,
it's a small state.
Well, let me tell you, that's a long 3 hours on the expressway, because I was like, how long is Jersey? I had to go through it. I forgot where we were going, but I was like, damn, Jersey is not ending. So shouts out to Jersey. Devo in the house. What's up, Devo? He's always in there. He always jumps in. Appreciate you, brother. Wheelie Brady clapping. Law says hold on. I gotta put my Meta Ray-Bans. I keep forgetting to do the video on them. My AI glasses, but Law said yeah, they're dope. They got AI built in. They record. You can do photo, video, all that, and it's just like having Siri in your headset. Is dope. It's dope. Love it. Law said, turns out there's more than just The what? Okay, listed 9 minute. Oh, 9 minute scene ahead of us. Okay, all right. So, information law. If you get the information as to where we can check it, so he said, turns out there's more than just the theaters. They listed 9 minute scene ahead of. Okay, so I just want to know where. That's all I want to know, Law, is where can we see it? So if we get a list, I'm going to try and search it up because we all anxious to see it. I mean, Brian's a one wheel guy, but he rides a UC too. He's just as excited as I am to
I
see us.
I'm a one wheel guy, but I do all PEV.
Yeah.
I ride E skate, I ride EUC, I ride everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm down to see this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big boy, fast boy. What up, Nick? Yo, big boy, fast boy, the member of the Amped Electric Games team that puts it down, organizes all kind of stuff. The man behind the plan. You may not see Nick in the front all the time, but he's always behind the scenes making it happen. Nick is the man. Yo, shouts out to you. He said, doing well. Hot as fucking Phoenix. Good to see you. Yo, I bet it is, man. Here it was hot today. How was it in Jersey?
It's been a heat wave. I've been telling Phoenix, Texas, all you guys down in like the South area. I mean, I'm in Jersey so that I don't have that weather, and I'm it's a Texan heat over here, man. I don't know what is going on. It's hot.
Yo, well, let me tell you, it was so hot today. Excuse me. Those of you guys know I'm in law enforcement, so I'm all kitted up, geared up, got all my gear on. I'm out there today sweating buckets. Yesterday we were chasing folks, shooting and doing all kind of dumb stuff, and I swore I lost 5 pounds, although I can shed at least 30 and still be all right. But I swear I lost 5 pounds yesterday chasing knuckleheads around, and today as well. Oh, he said it's 117 out there today. Oh, or at
No,
least it feels
thank you.
like it. Nah. He said they're saying it's gonna be the hottest summer on record. That's crazy. Let me tell you right now, I'm nervous, but I'm gonna start night riding more. Do you ride a lot at night, Bry?
So I used to, but I've got a 3-year-old, so night times are family time. So I don't ride as much at night anymore as I used to. But if the heat keeps up, I have to figure something out because I'm outside riding. I ride a good a good hour or so. When I'm on a conference call, I'm out riding, right? The world is my conference room, right? So I'm riding every day outside, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, I gotta go back inside, man. This is I need me some AC.
Hold on, Bry. I gotta back that up and I gotta unpack that, yo. You're telling me that you're doing meetings while out on the wheel?
Absolutely. If I don't
Yo,
have to be in front of a computer and I'm on a call,
yeah,
I am outside for sure.
all,
For sure.
all I can say is, let's go. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. I can't believe you
That
get to
wheel
do
life.
that. Yeah, yo, that's the wheel life for real. Yo, people don't understand if we could do everything on the wheel, we would. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
And that's a good example of it. So, I appreciate that. Shouts out to Colin. Yo. So you guys, if you don't know, Colin's another member of our rally council, and he's in the house as well. So shouts out to you. Good to see you, Colin. Colin has been instrumental in helping me behind the scenes. So Brian, I appreciate you introducing me to Colin and bringing him aboard. He's been instrumental. Shouts out to him. So
I just have to give a second one to that. I mean, I don't, we're really trying to push forward on the one wheel side for Wheel Life Rally, and if not for Colin, I think that a lot of stuff would either fall through the cracks,
mhm.
not get pushed as far as it is. There's, like we had a list of things that we were doing that was like 50-50, and it's turned into like 20-80, and Colin's got the 80. I mean, if not for Colin, the one wheel side of Wheel Life Rally would not be happening the way it is. You got to give credit where credit's due, man.
and that's
Colin.
perfect. Yeah, Collins, man. Shouts out to you, brother. Yo, I appreciate you. Definitely, definitely. Oh, and I'm still live on IG. I keep I keep forgetting that I left it on. So it's running. Y'all getting a behind the scenes view down there out there. Yo, that's what's up. So on that note, One Wheels at the Wheel Life Rally this year. Now, like I said, I didn't know One Wheels. I wasn't sure what to do to make it, better for One Wheels because I want the One Wheel riders to have just as much fun, at the Wheel Life Rally as the EUC riders. And this year, they are definitely going to do that. We were just out there the other day. Colin brought out AJ from Beast Wheel, and we already set up at least one segment in the woods. We're gonna try and set up another, and we're gonna make it so that you guys can push the competition even when you're not racing. You don't have to be in a competition race together. You can run these segments, the underground segments, on the Hermes app on your own, and that's something that we brought in this year that I'm excited about because I wanted to do that before. And I'm like, one day I'll get to it. One day I'll get to it. They're like, let's do it this year. I'm like, bam, we doing it. So it's gonna be, it's gonna be great. Yeah, we're bringing in what is it, Squelch? How you say his name?
S. Greg's Welch. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
go. He's coming in to help us with the Stoke Park that we're gonna build. And it's it's gonna be fantastic. I mean, it's fantastic every year because we get to come together and share and enjoy what we love. But it's gonna be even better this year because it's gonna be a lot more for both sides of the fence because there are people on the One Wheel side who don't quite see why we love EUC so much, and there's people on the EUC side who don't quite see why they love One Wheel so much. But we all love PEVs, so that's the one thing that we
Absolutely.
we all share. It doesn't matter what you ride, just that you do ride, and that is for sure. Ride and share the vibe because that's what is important for us. Because no matter what you're on, when you pass by somebody, because Brian, you know how I mean, you pass by somebody who's right, you're like, yo.
Yo!
It like legit it gets exciting because you know that they're feeling what you're feeling and you're sharing that crazy vibe, and that's what I'm saying. So what do you think, Brian? What are you looking forward the most?
Well, so before that, I gotta say two things. One,
Go
yo,
ahead.
Fred, what's up? And I'm also Eastgate Unity. I'm also you got to come by the store, man. I don't know why you would have bought a One Wheel and then not even taken it out of the box and sold it, man. I don't know what is going on with that, but we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have words. So so that's
Oh,
one. I gotta give a little teaser before we talk about what I'm excited for Wheel Life Rally.
okay. Go ahead.
So the Stoke Park, it's gonna be something that I don't think any of the EUC guys have seen before, and it's gonna be awesome because it's gonna be for One Wheel and for EUC riders, right? It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
super fun. We started something today at One Stop Board Shop, and I mean we got a couple weeks to go before the rally, so I'm hoping we can get some things up and running for this. But something came in today, and I'm dropping a hot teaser here. The one
Uh-oh.
wheelers, guys. Anyone who's watching this who's a one wheeler, and hell, you EC guys riders too. We do all of this stuff on EC rides. We've got a new product coming out. I shouldn't say new. We've got a product coming out, that a product line that we just started doing testing on today. And if
Okay.
all goes well, it will be hitting the Stoke Park. And I think you guys are all going to be quite happy with it. So little hot teaser, little got to drop my teaser in there. So
Okay, I like that. I like
yeah,
that.
all right.
So I like the fact that he's doing that because not only does he have a little teaser to drop, I got something to drop too. So let's see. We are trying to get together. Once again, we also support the ACCO, American Childhood Cancer Organization. So we're trying to raise as much money as possible also this year. And yep, shouts out to them. Shouts out to them. Because the ACCO does a great job of dealing with families and kids that have cancer all over the world, and they are a very worthwhile organization. And last year we raised over $500 for them. This year I'm hoping that we can raise like more like 1,000. And the only way we can do that is to go ahead and raise some funds through the raffle. So what we're doing is um, on the EUC side, we are going to throw in a wheel that will give an opportunity for someone, and I think it's a pretty good learning wheel. And I'm going to jump to it real quick, see if I can grab it. The Begode M10 Mini is going to be the one wheel, I mean the EUC prize for the raffle this year. The Begode M10 Mini, one of the smallest wheels, but the one of the nicest looking. I like the way that they designed this little guy, and it's a great learning wheel. And we have a lot of people on both sides that want to learn. So this will be what we're giving away for the EUC prize. And shouts out to Amped Electric Games, Seth Johnson, for donating this for the prize this year. So shouts out to Amped and Seth Johnson. I appreciate you. So this is what I wanted to say as far as we are concerned. Now, as far as the one wheels are concerned, that's up to Brian. Brian is talking about what he's working on over here. So we are going to leave that to him. I don't have photos or whatever of what is going to come out for the one wheel raffle prize, but it will be something that you guys are going to love. So again, if you are in the raffle, we are going to be giving away jerseys. We're going to be giving away wheels, EUC, one wheel. We're going to be giving away T-shirts. We're going to be giving away lots of things, Clark pad setups. We got a lot of things to give away, but we need you guys to go ahead and grab a ticket to the raffle. Even if you're not going to make it to the Wheel Life Rally this year, you can go to wheelliferally.com and grab yourself a raffle ticket, as many as possible. Grab a few, because like I said, it's not just for the rally, it's for the ACCO. And what I love about this community is we come together, and this is something that we can come together over, is helping others. So jump in the raffle, definitely.
Fantastic. And I don't think Cobra's doing enough justice with he just kind of breezed right by that jersey, man. He just we're gonna give away jersey, we're gonna give away shirts. He did not give it it's hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up.
It's a good it's good, man. It's a good design.
Yeah, the jersey is dope, and I'm happy with it. And I can't wait for them to come in. um, and as a matter of fact, let me see. Oh, I think I lost the photo and all this madness, but I will pull it up, because the Wheel Life Rally, like there's a it's on the website, but I don't want to show you the one on the website because I'm about to update it with the new one. So I want to pull up the new one and show you exactly what it's gonna look like. What is that? Oh, for the live stream. So the One Stop Board Shop is, they are our on-site sponsor and one of our partners for the Wheel Life Rally. And Brian, like I said, has brought a lot to the rally even before we began. I was just happy that Brian, you and I have had this conversation, well, multiple conversations, and we've been able to be 100% open and honest with each other, so that, and we're doing that no matter, getting feelings out the way so that we can make the rally the best that it can be for everyone involved. And that's what I really am excited about. I appreciate you, Brian, because you weren't pulling any punches. Brian's the first guy he came to me and he was like, listen, we got to do better. He's like, I appreciate what you did. He said, but we got to do better. And I'm like, all right, talk to me. What do we got to do better? and so you guys know, that's why we're doing so much more for One Wheels this year. So I can't undersell what he has done. It is so huge for him to come to me directly, and he did it because he loves his community and he wanted to make sure it's represented. So you guys know Brian, you know his energy and enthusiasm, you know he's just as crazy and energetic as I am, and you know that he wants to do more and more and more, and this is one of the things he wanted to do. He saw the opportunity to try and make sure that the one event that we have in this part of the country, Again, the one event that we have in this part of the country, we need to make it as big as we possibly can. So we need everybody to participate, to promote, to bring people in. Even if you can't make it, promote it to somebody else. We need this to be as big as it can. Here's the jersey. Let me see if I can. Can I bring it down a little bit? There we go. So the Wheel Life Rally jersey, we have redesigned it a little. Yours won't have crew on it. That's for the rally team. But we have the AMP logo, EUC Underground here. And then on the back, which is not a really good photo, but I will bring it up anyway, just because I want you guys to see it. On the back, we are adding, let me see here. Oh, wow. Everything came up there. Let's see if I can grab it. I'm passing stuff between my computer and my phone. You know how this goes with. Oh, there we go. And because Finder's already open. Oh, same one. Hang on one sec. See if I can get this open. I have this large screen and I got 15 things open on this large screen. So while I'm here though, we also got to talk about the fact that there's only 22 days left. 22 days left, people. That's it. You don't have a whole lot of time left. 22 days left until the Wheel Life Rally this year. So make sure you guys are grabbing your tickets on the site because, like I said, we want it to be as big as we possibly can make it, and we want as many people to join as we possibly can have. So, that's why. Okay. Now, I've been wearing the jersey from last year as much as I possibly can. I'm in love with that jersey. And this year, I'm glad to have a short sleeve version of it. I can't get this thing to come up. All right. Hang on one sec. Bri, while I'm trying to get this, because I don't know why the same photo keeps coming up, so I don't want to show them that again. Let me know what else. You didn't talk about what you were going to be excited for. We were saying in the first place. Can you hear me, Brian? Oh, I can't hear you. Yeah. Yeah, your audio went out, Brian. Yeah, still can't hear you. I don't know what happened. Stand by, guys. All right, so yeah, no, I don't know what happened, Bri. Your audio was good, and then all of a sudden it dropped out. And it's not just me, right, guys? Those of you in the chat, Colin, Bri, say something. Say something. No, still can't hear him. All right. Nope, not yet. Uh-oh. He's working on it, people. He's working on it. Um, so while you're working on, Bri, how about we do this? Drop out and come back in. I don't know what happened to your audio, but drop out and come back in. Okay? All right. All right, we're gonna do that. Hopefully, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden his audio was gone. So we'll get him back in a sec. But it's important to know. Chris Torito, what's up, man? No, you couldn't hear him. I know he was gone all of a sudden. Yes, the jersey. Look into it. You should grab one. There it goes. I couldn't find the thing to save my life. Now it popped up. So this is just mine. I'll show you here. Um, this is my jersey. So yours. Now because we didn't get enough pre-orders before I ordered the jerseys. Oh, hold on. He's popping back in. All right. Yeah, he's still on. All right, Bri.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I have no idea what happened, man. I was
Neither.
talking for like 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden I realized like no one heard me, and then I thought you had me muted while you were pulling it up, and then I
Mm-mm.
came back and you were like, "Nah, you're not muted."
All right, people, back in effect. The one and only Brian Lindy.
Oh, that was good.
All right, so guys, you can see. So the team, we have our names and numbers on it, but since I didn't have enough pre-orders, I couldn't do that. So what I did was I ordered the jerseys, and they have all the logos on them and 2024 on the sleeve. And these logos here will be larger. So the One Stop Board Shop logo will be larger and right in the top. And then we have Rev Rides and, of course, the Wick. We threw the Wick on there. We got to represent the location that has been so kind to us and shown us so much love over the last few years with the Wheel Life Rally. But I can't stress enough how you guys have to go and grab your tickets. 22 days. 20. How many days left, Brian?
22.
That's right. You guys have got to go get your tickets, and please grab a jersey, grab a raffle ticket, and support. So, I Brian, have you done a lot on the Hermes app? Because I'm still stuck on this.
Not too much, not too much. So, I have anytime I've gone out, I've usually like, I mean, I haven't done a lot of racing in the last year. And most of the racing I've done, has been with, like trackers. So I haven't done any underground racing. That's where Hermes really shines, is in the underground racing where you're tracking yourself. I know that, I really have to get out there more with Kyle Humbly Savage. Shout out to Sorrel and the New Jersey race team. I really have to get out there more with them, to go hit some times. But I mean, trying to find the time to go out and just enjoy trail riding is really the focus, whenever I can. So to
Mm-hmm.
just straight up, trying to beat times has never, I don't know, it's just not a focus, right now with everything going on. That's where that's where Wheel Life Rally is all about. I go out there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I haven't trained at all. Let's push it.
And you were funny because you were like, we're like, well, we need one wheel riders. You're like, hold on. You're like, yeah. So he
Last
was,
year, yeah.
yeah, he was
Collins was
on.
like, "You got to race, you got to race." It's like, "I'm working." He was like, "Nah, you're racing." And then I
Yeah,
was like, "All right, I guess I'm racing."
he had his whole tent set up, and he's got his shop running. He's got his team there, and then he's like, they're like, no, you got to race. And he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna race. I've trained all of none at all. So so he's like, I'm gonna race though. I'm gonna race, and he did
I
well.
got
You did,
third.
yeah, you did
Yeah,
it.
I did all right.
I just recently watched the video where I was giving you the third place medal. I was like, oh shit.
Well, and so you were asking me before what my favorite part is, right? This year is going to be totally different because the technology has progressed so much on our end that, like, you're going to have vest riders, you're going to have GT and GTS riders. Like last year, it was like, I don't know, we had that one lonely pint guy and then like all XRs and like a couple GTs. And it was like really the battle between the XRs and GTs. Like, can we beat them? Can we beat them? And this year, it's like it's going to be a free for all because there's so much different opportunity out there. I don't know if Colin's riding his GTV. I might be taking my GTS, or if I finish, I'm going to be taking my vest build. If the vest build is done, I'm hands down riding that. I got 2.5 weeks left to finish that. There's just so much more technological competition. Like the EUC guys, right? You have so many different performance aspects to each individual wheel. Do you have
Mm-hmm.
suspension? Do you have no suspension? What's
Mm-hmm.
your voltage? How much torque are you pulling? There's and rider skill is not the only factor. Whereas one
Right.
wheel, there's like really only two options, and rider skill plays a pretty big part of it. But you only have those two options. And last year, I raced on my XR, so I was pushing it up with the GT riders. This year is going to be a bit more of a free for all. And there's going to be sleepers out there. You're going to have people who have a form factor that looks like one thing, but it's got controllers and batteries that overpower that look
Mm-hmm.
like another. So you're like, that's an XR. I could beat that. Oh crap, that's an 18S meat pack with the V4 Fokker on an 84 volt board. Like, oh, whole shot taken off. Like, you know what I mean? There's different options now, which is really, really cool. I'm really excited for that. And I'm also excited not to lose a drone this year. You remember that? I was
uh,
all day. I was like, I want one loop with my drone, one loop, and I finally broke away during the what was it? The I think it was like
Obstacle
the team
course.
race
Oh, the team
or
race.
something like that. Yeah, and I finally broke away. I was like, I did my one loop, and then that freaking wire, I didn't have it quite high enough, and it just and just I was like, and then I had to get Rick to put me up on the bucket to get the damn thing off. Not even bringing it.
I don't even remember that. Like,
I didn't. You didn't even know, man. You didn't even know. Everyone else knew.
and speaking of that, Colin, I am so sorry, brother. We went out to the Wick the other day, like I said, with AJ, and we were recording little snippets and clips. And Colin had his drone out, and I'm like, "All right, see if you can get a low shot, and then come up and go over us." So he came in hot. He came in real fast and went. He went up real high, and I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe that was too high." Because it was so aggressive the pull up, and I was like, well, maybe just go right above us, just go above us under the sign. And he's like, all right, I got it. So we're standing there. He goes, and as it goes up above us, boom! It slams right into the Wick sign at like Mach 2. I was like, what
Oh
happened?
no!
It smashed and shattered into pieces. I am so sorry, Colin. I didn't. My heart was
No.
broken for him. I was like, none of us knew what to say. We're like, did that just happen? Like, and
Oh.
we picked up all the pieces, and so Colin, I'm really hoping that the insurance covers him on that, and he's able to get another one. He said he thinks it should. So, I hope so, brother. I hope so.
Wow. I'm leaving drone work to the enthusiasts. Drones are too much, man.
Yes, yes. It's tough. And I had just told him when he got there, I said, you know what? I don't fly my drone, like, I don't pilot it myself while I'm riding, because trying to split my focus, yeah, so I'll take it and put it in autonomous mode and let it follow me. And then I just cruise, and I have the beacon, and then it'll follow. If I want to change, I just click and it'll change to a different pattern. But I'm like, let me let that thing run on its own, because I am not about to try and fly it. And and here comes Colin on the board, and he's like, "Yep." And I said, "Man, I don't know how you do that." He's like, "Well, yeah, I'm okay." And I'm like, "All right." And boom, I was like, "Oh, oh, oh." I didn't even know what to say, yo.
You know what I just heard? I just heard that our FPV pilots that are going to be at the WIC at the event,
Yep.
Colin is not allowed to ask them to borrow.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yo, shouts out to Sensei Vegan in the house. What's up, brother, man? Wait, another Jersey fella. Look, Jersey, y'all just showing up. Jersey's just repping hard tonight. What's
Listen,
up?
man. Small state, big heart. When you know when Jersey's coming out, we coming out. You know what I mean?
Jersey in full effect. Oh man, that's dope. Let me tell you, I wish. I mean, you guys, even in Jersey, New York is like, I think, the pinnacle of riding. Like, they ride more than anybody, as far as I see, or at least they show us more. And
Yeah.
Jersey, it seems like, I'm like, what the hell, y'all right behind them. I'm like seeing more and more Jersey riders putting up content and riding and showing stuff. So I'm really appreciative of you guys doing what you do. So keep it up. And on that note of sharing, Brian, shouts out to the One Stop Board Shop crew who's been putting out videos, because some of your videos, I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. I was like, so the guys you got doing it, shouts out to y'all on your game. I appreciate you.
I appreciate that, man. The team is real good, man. I'll be like looking at my phone and I'll see like a video that they posted and I'll be like, when they do that, Yeah, I'll get a
Yes,
text from my
yes.
sister being like, oh, that was a really great video. I was like, oh, hang on, let me go check.
She's like, "Hey, you did a
They
good
do a good
job."
job.
And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I did. I did. Let me see what I did."
I've said it before and I'll say it again for anyone who doesn't know the One Stop Board Shop team. I mean, um, we can't run without them. I mean, they are the heart and soul of this place. I mean, if it wasn't for Junior and the crew running the show behind the scenes for me, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
They are the best people you'll ever meet, and anyone who has any questions, I mean, about the team, just hit us up because they're family. They're family. They
Yeah,
do a great job. So, shout out
that's
to the
right.
shout out to the team.
That's it. The OSBS team. Woo woo.
Hell yeah.
I do. When your sound went out and while you were coming back, my man jumped in, and I want to say what's up to Chris Torino. I didn't say a proper what's up to you. What's up, Chris? And he's part of the crew out there, and then I'm really jealous of y'all, them Cali folks, man. Y'all just got the crazy weather. Like y'all get to ride like 90% of the year and shit. I'm like, yo, it just drives me crazy, man. I'm like, oh, I wish. So I don't know. Oh, does anybody know? I'm going to Florida tomorrow for the weekend. I got to take my son to a college tour, impromptu. He's like, Dad, we need to go this weekend. We really got to go. I'm like, what? This weekend? What? Like, so I was up till midnight. I bought tickets last night. I'm like, oh, okay, we're going. We're going. So I don't know anybody is in the like Orlando area that rides. Last time I tried to hook up with somebody, but if anybody in the chat knows anybody that rides in that area, let me know because I'm always looking to say what's up to people that ride. Yo.
There's a really, really big Orlando crew that rides everything. They ride UCs, one wheels, e-bikes, everything. So I mean, hit up the Orlando crew on Facebook. They'll show you around.
All right, I'm gonna jump on and find an Orlando EUC or One Wheel PEV chat. I'm sure there's one of them.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
um,
absolutely.
one of the things you said that probably is pretty accurate, Bry, is how many different EUCs we have and how many things we have to look at. And as I pulled up the Begode M10 Mini that we're giving away for the raffle prize, I was looking through eWheels category and their catalog of wheels. And I'm not gonna lie, drool started coming out of my mouth, and it is really hard for me to see all that is offered in the EUC game. So I'm just gonna jump over here real quick and I mean, it's really ridiculous. Like the new one, the Begode Blitz. They made this super lightweight but powerful. They were saying that the free spin is like ridiculous and that because it's a lot lighter, it's their newest wheel they just announced and it's already on the eWheels website. So if you're looking to grab one, it's actually a really good price. It doesn't have a large capacity battery. That's how they trim down the weight. It's 2,400 watt hours. So it's, again, not a distance wheel. Just like the ET Max is not a distance wheel. Even that one has a little bit more. It has 3,000 watt hours. But it is definitely a speed-based wheel. But the Sherman L, whoo, I really want that one, but the price tag is what's hurting me. So the way my bank account is set up, there's a check-in and a savings, and it ain't gonna go through. And I just so
Here's
I
the
would.
thing, though, Cobra. Here's the thing. It's every year. There's like 15 new wheels every year. You just can't keep up. You like
No,
it's just not possible.
you
Every
can't.
year.
It's painful, honestly, because the love is real. I was just I didn't want to links because I felt the links was probably not enough wheel for me, but I just rode it again recently, and I'm like, shit, it felt so good because it was light, and if I was like, God, I really love this wheel. Like I'm like, I kind of want one now. So
You're gonna laugh. I'm still riding the same wheel for 2 years now. I'm still riding the same wheel. I get my itch gets scratched as a service center because we get to see so many different wheels through our service center. So I'm like, ooh, I want to try that one. When it's fixed, I want to ride it. So I get to scratch my itch of new wheels through repairs that we
Yep.
complete, and then I get to try a wheel. But like I don't buy and sell for myself. I am yeah, Devo. I'm King Song F22 is the one I'm looking at because I am an S22 guy. So that would be the
Yep.
one that, yeah, that's
Yep.
my S22, man. You know, she's tried and true. No failure points. Pinned from the factory. No, good controller. She's treated me well. I don't know, man. I
It's
ain't looking
it's
to get rid of
it's
her.
it's tough because the issue for me, and I guess I'm a real adrenaline junkie, and and it's funny because look, I can scroll down and see all the older wheels now. You're like, oh wow, and then you get up here and you're like, whew, look at this. But these are all brand new wheels, every one of them, and I'm like, how? And I want to just smack him and say, "Stop coming out with wheels! Stop it!"
Well, if
Because,
you keep buying them, they're gonna keep coming out with
but that's the problem. If they keep coming out with them, I'm gonna keep buying them.
them. This podcast is sponsored by the Goat.
Well, you know what's sad about that? It ain't just Bagode no more. Because Leaper Kim keeps coming out with damn wheels, Extreme Bull keeps coming. Like I was like, okay, ET Max. Should I get that or the Extreme Bull GT? The Commander GT Pro. And I'm like, and I rode the ET. I'm like, ooh. So I got it. And then I'm like, yeah, but the GT Pro. And now they came out with the Sherman L. I have a Sherman S that I absolutely love, but the problem is I felt like 100 watts is not enough. I feel like it's a tad underpowered as far as the torque is concerned. So I'm like, even though it's comfy as hell and I love riding it, I wish it did more. Then they come out with the Sherman L and I'm like, bing, 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 bing. Now I need that one. So I don't know, man. I'm having problems. I'm having problems.
we're we're finally getting some variation in on our side because that the only one wheel is manufactured by Future Motion. That's the only production board you can get. But now with all this, I don't know if anyone here on this channel is familiar with Vesk, which is not a one wheel thing; it's an everything thing. I mean, Vesk UC, Vesk Skate, etc. But Vesk has been a very very big baseline for the way to make a one wheeled board do things that if you don't want an out of the box one wheel. And there's so much innovation happening in the best world on the one wheeled board side that like we're finally getting a little bit of the taste of the e-skate and the UC and all the other PEVs that have so many different options to choose from. We're finally getting a taste of that because we can actually like full on custom. We can pick different motors. We can have different control. Like you want to just keep it cheap and straight up. You can get a 72 volt, or if you want to go ham, or you can get a drop-in kit, or you can go full custom and have absolutely all custom parts. And there's so many different options to this. The difference is that it's not production, right? It's not something you could buy out of the box. You have to build it. Like what we do here in our service center, we build vests for customers. But at
Mm-hmm.
least now we finally have a taste of like, okay, we can actually have options. We can actually do
Mm-hmm.
things, that are, that all the other different, PEV types can get. So it's a cool thing. We can finally see the excitement of new product. I want to try it, and we can actually
Yeah.
get it. We can do it.
Yeah. And right, that's an exciting thing. I think I would have a
hmm
problem if I had a service center and all these wheels came through that I was in love with. I'd be like like I
it,
look at this like
it
go ahead.
it's in the agreement that we can't steal their boards. It's
Ah,
it's it's in the
damn. Damn. Can we just write that out? Like So Sensei Vegan said, damn Cobra, I almost pre-ordered the Blitz last night. Dang, bro, the struggle is real. It is, man. The struggle is real, man. And then Chris Torino, Yo, you ain't lying. He said, I am blessed to have Roger and Marty who get demo wheels and let us try them out. Yeah, I see all the videos and Marty and Roger and Don, and I'm like, oh my God, come on. I'm just drooling. I wanna try them. And it does draw me back to when I was just starting to do that more, test out the wheels, and then the Monster Pro dropped me, and I broke my shoulder really horribly. So then I'm like, I want to start doing that more again, and I'm like, and I probably will anyway, but just try not to do the. Well, I think that honestly, I think Bagode learned from what happened to me, and I think they stopped trying to upgrade some parts and not all parts. And the thing that I see about these wheels that have come out is although some of the design will be similar, if they upgrade the motor and they upgrade the batteries, they upgrade the board, and that's what they weren't doing before. So
Mm.
give a shouts out to them because they have been listening to. Bigot has been listening a lot to us now. We say stuff and they're like jumping all over a fix if there's an issue and the community speaks up. So I appreciate them, and I think I would like to get back into it more. And I have decided. Since I retired from the military 3 months ago, now I'm going to retire from the police department in 8 months from now, and so it'll be full time fun for me. so, so I think my wife has different plans, but but you know,
We're hiring. We're hiring.
let me tell you, my wife is like, you better get some job. I was like, I said, look, the police department and military don't take care of me. She's like, you need to have some kind of job. She said, announcing and running around the country with Amped and doing, your YouTube it's not gonna be enough. I said, trust me, it will. So we shall see. The countdown is on. Because I want all of these. The Sherman L. Oh, that was the other thing I saw in the chat. Who was it that said it? He said that he got all these wheels that he can try. I'm blessed. Wants to. Oh, and Devo says once they get the Blitz Pro Plus with at least 3,600 watt hours at around 100 pounds or less, I would definitely get that. But I like the Sherman L. Yeah, the Sherman L looks like it may have my vote right now from what I've seen. But now I missed it. But somebody here said it looks like you're going to be selling another one of your wheels. And I'm like, yeah. Anyone want a Sherman S? It's an amazing wheel, super comfortable, and because all the wheels were coming out at 100 and 34 volts, 151 volts, 168 volts, and the Sherman S is 100 volts. So for me, I was like, as big as I am, I was worried about it not having enough power. But I've never had an issue with it, and I love every time I get on it, I go, damn, I love riding this wheel. The only issue is I'm like, I want a little more range and a little more power. And then they come out with the Sherman L. And I said, look, it has more range and more power.
And guess what? Guess what? You're gonna get that, and then the next one's gonna come out. It's gonna have more range. And it's gonna have more power, and you'll be like, I'm gonna use more range and more power.
You know what I feel like? I feel like Bigot watches all the videos that we put out, and they go, okay, would they say more range, more power? Got him! Always. Got them. They're ready for us. As soon as we say something, they're like, oh, did you hear that? Let's do this. I'm like, everybody's talking speed, speed, speed. These wheels are too heavy. Speed, speed, speed. They come out with one called the damn Blitz. Really?
Well, so Cobra, I want to talk about the event for a second here.
Circle
Um,
back.
so I know that we learned a lot last year about things to do and things not to do.
Yes.
What are some of the new things that we're going to be seeing at the event for the EUC riders and the one wheelers? Because I got to tell you, man, one of the things that I loved, and I think we did not spend enough time was the
The
uh,
obstacle course.
the where we hit each other.
Oh,
Uh,
jousting.
Jousting. That one.
Yes,
We.
yes. Okay, so what we're gonna do a lot of this year, and now that you mention it, Colin and I have been collaborating on the schedule, and just to give you guys a little peek of what this schedule is looking like, it's jam packed. I don't have everything on this one that I'm gonna show you, but you can just see, on Friday we come in and we set up the camp. We have an event set up, and then the night group ride, and then it's going to be a party the first night, and then Saturday we're going to start at 7 a.m. The gate will open. We're going to start sharp. But if you scroll down here, I'm not even going to go by line because there's a lot of races and a lot of things here. But what I want you to see is we have a trick clinic, and then later on we're going to be doing PEV jousting and rumble. So those are some of the things that we didn't have last year that I'm excited to have this year. Is even though we had PEVs, I mean EUCs and Onewheels, we're doing jousting. Rumble is something new that I didn't even know, about. I saw it somewhere else, so we're going to be doing that. But a lot more jousting because a lot of people asked me about that, and a lot of people saw a couple of clips and they're like, where did you come up with that? I'm like, I'm like, just trust me. We got a lot of creativity going on, but we're going to be doing a lot
Yo,
of that. Go ahead.
we stole that for one of the other events, and it was a big hit, man. That's why I'm so excited to bring it back for this.
Yeah, yeah. I was excited when I found the right batons. I think that worked, and we brought it out when we just did the Hyperfest. I did Hyperfest with Amped, and there were 24,000 people there, and we were putting on shows for them daily. We put on multiple shows, and one of the things we brought out was the jousting, and everybody that was in attendance was super entertained by watching us try to knock each other off the wheel. So we will be bringing that back hard this year. And we have a lot of mini games. That's what I like, is that we have so many mini games. I haven't put Sunday together yet, but not on here anyway. But we have a lot of mini games that we brought together. That Also gel blasters. Somebody asked me about that, so we decided we're gonna bring out the gel blasters. So we want everybody to bring, if you have gel blasters, because I know thousands of people, millions of people do. Just bring them with you. We will have quite a few there on site to have fun with. So that's another one. Chair races. That's one of the things that I didn't know. Hang on, let me let my little one in. Come here, honey. I didn't know about chair racing, so we're going to be doing that as well. We're also going to be backwards racing, slow racing, drag racing. Never mind the obstacle course, the Stoke Park, the the Woods Trail, the flat track. There's going to be so many things going on at Wheel Life Rally this year that, and it's because, like you said, Brian, we from last year we learned, and we
Mm-hmm.
learned things that people liked, things that we can quickly implement, and make it better. And we're gonna do that this year, so I'm excited about it. Definitely. Chris says EUC jousting sounds like a fun. It sounds like fun, much fun. Let me tell you, I'm gonna show you. Matter of fact, just keep watching the channel. Keep watching the IG channel, because Wheel Life Rally on there, and of course the Black Cobra. I put stuff on there as well, and also wheelliferally.com. I'm going to continue to put some highlight videos, because he's saying the same thing. He said sounds like fun because he hasn't seen it. Like that
Mm.
means, yeah, it's just another person I can't wait to show it. We had a good time last year. Little Liam, I was thinking about little Liam. He was having a good time. His dad, of course, Ruben, with his incredible balance, he was having a good time. Everybody was. And I think that I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head who was the one wheel champion. I don't
Um,
remember. I don't remember his name.
I won my. I won two of my 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But it was, I think it was the guy who got first place.
Yeah, and I can't think of his
Yeah.
name off the top of my head, but we had
Nope.
some fun battles. So I'm gonna bring that out on on my next highlight video, the jousting.
Mm.
What are you looking forward to the most? We still didn't get to that.
Uh, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to. So last year, I think it was just really, really fun. Kind of like ripping through that trail, that woody trail section. Dirt is fun. Dirt
Yeah.
is good. You can go fast on dirt. But I love chunk. I love, like when you got to rip through chunk. There was one I distinctly remember it. There was one. It was right. It was at the bottom of the hill. And it was over that like wooden ramp thing. And then when you go
Hmm.
down and go that first turn into the
Yep.
woods, I got so much speed, and again, no practice run. I did this I'm in the race, and it's my first time doing the entire course, so I did not know I didn't know my turns. So I'm passing someone, and then I just it turns left, and I just bailed off my board, and my board just shook right into a tree, and I was like, "Oh shit, that was almost me." And I got up and I was like I booked it for it, but Massimo. That's thank you, the guy
Yep.
who makes the clocks. The
That's
guy who makes
it.
the clocks. Thanks, Colin. Um,
Yeah.
it was I'm excited. I'm excited to hit those woods again, and I'm also excited for the Stoke Park, because that's something we did kind of like as an experiment last year. We just threw down some progression park stuff, and we're like, have fun, guys. Like, we didn't really do anything, and like this year we're gonna S. Greg is gonna be judging. We're gonna actually have like a competition. Like, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for that. I'm also excited for more people to show up.
Yes. Yes. Shouts for that. What he said. Because the problem that we have, guys, is this is so much fun that when we get there and we're looking around, we're like, everybody should be here. This is amazing. And me and Brian, with all our energy, we're like, ah! Oh,
I'm also excited for Linda making lunch. Is she making lunch this year?
yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yeah, her and Barbara will be there, and
All right.
yeah, and she's like, I'm like, are you guys gonna hook us up again? She's like, uh, she's like, all right, you get the stuff, we'll do it. I'm like, all right, all right. So,
All right.
yeah, we're gonna be making that happen. But
Last thing I'm excited for is
go ahead.
Colin falling 18 times. That's what that's what I'm excited for.
Oh, Colin. Colin's the only person I know.
Falling it up.
He's the only person I know that does a highlight video and shows himself getting stuck.
It's like, guys, advertisement for Real Life Rally. Come to it. It's like Colin falling 4 times.
There we are.
Love you, Colin.
We love you to death, brother. Yo, I told him the first thing I told him. I said I love the video. It was excellent. I'm so glad it made me hype. But why do you have to show people getting stuck though? Like he's like people. That's me.
That was good. It's like you Spears ripping down a 40, and it's like Colin can't get his wheel out of the dirt. Oh, that was
Oh
good.
man, that was good.
With the broken wrist. You see
Yeah,
with the broken wrist.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
So Chris Torino said, if you have the obstacle course, you should have people on the sidelines throwing dodgeballs, water balloons, or other things at the riders while they ride through.
Great idea. Gel blasters.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Gel blasters. Yeah. The only thing about gel blasters that I'm a little disappointed with is there's no way to tell who wins. So, right, that's the only thing is like it's fun, but excuse me, I was thinking like each person puts on a new shirt, fresh, unwet shirt, and whoever gets the most wet loses, I guess.
Have you ever been hit with a gel blaster?
Yeah.
They don't really get you. They don't really get wet. They're like
Yeah.
they're not like filled with water.
Well, that was my assumption. I only barely got hit with it. I was, yeah.
We have wars here. We got. We're sponsored by them. I got a tent. I'm gonna bring a tent. We got a whole gel blaster.
Bring the tent. Bring
we're
the
gonna bring the
tent.
tent. Yeah, no, you have to. It's whoever has the most welts. That's how you know you
Okay.
won.
See, I'm. See, I'm. I thought I had come up with something. I thought okay. So Colin said it was the part of the video that was the toughest terrain, but then when I cut it to shorten it, somehow focused on the wrong part of the clip. So you didn't intend to show that part. Okay. I was like, Colin, why don't you show them when we were flying through the track? Why you show them when you get stuck?
I'm disappointed that Colin's not gonna be able to race this year, man. That's
Yeah.
with his broken wrist.
Yep. Yep. That's an issue. That's an issue. He's got to be able to ride, of course, because we can't help ourselves. There's no way we can be around that many people and ride and not ride. You know what I do, and I did it last year. I'll probably do it again. Is ride my A2 because it's slow and I won't do anything stupid on it. because I mean, guys, when I'm doing all that I'm doing and all my running around, that's the other reason why this year I'm looking for a bunch of volunteers to help me run the events. We need that so that I can be alleviated to do more things. And there's so much to get done. And there's a lot of things that I don't get to do that I want to have happen at the rally because I'm tied up running from here to here to here to here. So hopefully this year we'll be able to do that a lot more. So what do we got here? Annabelle Texito.
That's Junior.
Oh, Junior, what's up? He said such a great podcast. Can't wait for Real Life Rally. Yeah, man. Can't wait to have you out there. It's gonna be
Excited for
exciting.
Junior to come for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. So Colin said, yeah, I was originally showing John flying past first, then after hit me crashing. Okay. Well, you won't have to worry this year, Colin. You won't have to worry about crashing because you're going to be lightly, barely riding. And you won't have to worry about flying anything either because ain't nobody letting you fly the drone. But you will have a good time with us as usual. So I'm happy for that. I really am hoping and I'm pushing for more people from further away. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I really got to reach out to the members of the Canada team that came last year. They
Mm.
did a great job. Their energy and their I mean, they were just such good sports. They all had the fastest, newest wheel, the Extreme at the time, and they had a hell of a time racing, and they were really great guys. So I'm hoping that they come back again. And I'm hoping that we get some people from far, far out. I did get another maybe today. Now we can't say definitely because a lot of things have to happen to make this happen. But Seth Johnson is possibly gonna bring a ramp and a jump bag. And
Mm.
if we can get that incorporated on top of all of the other stuff that we have going on this year, oh my goodness. I don't think I'm gonna be able to contain myself.
If he brings a ramp and a jump bag, we're gonna, one wheelers too, right? Because
Everybody.
yeah, we're gonna have to send Colin off of
I don't know if Colin can handle that. His wrist may not be ready for that. So
That's all right. That's what cats are for.
Oh, you know what I would love? And I know he probably is, it's a long way. Cooler Joe. I would like to have Cooler Joe come out. Have you seen Cooler Joe riding on his wheel inside of a Coleman cooler? You haven't seen him?
No.
Oh, right. I gotta show.
There's a one wheeler who rides on a cooler, but I didn't know there was an EUC rider who did
Oh
that.
yeah, he hits jumps. I think he even jumped the bus with the cooler. Like when we had the bus out at Amped.
Oh, I have seen that video.
Yeah, Cooler Joe is the man. I would love to get him out here too. But again, it's a far distance for a lot of these people to travel, and I know it, but we have to travel far to get to your events. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
If everyone here told five people
Yep.
to come and they and two of those people came,
Yep.
it would be a good thing. You know, it would make an impact. So you
Yeah.
heard it here, guys. Tell your friends.
Yes. Tell your friend and tell your friend to tell a friend. Like honestly, it's legitimate. Wheelliferally.com. Check it out. Grab your tickets and make sure you come because we got people who don't even ride wheels that are like lined up to come. When I came out, the WIC has the nationals for dirt bike championships, and there were people from all over the country at the WIC 338. I went there and they wanted to say that we want you to come up and check it out. I was blown away by the sheer number and magnitude of people that fit in that place. There was thousands of people there. I was like, there were people coming out of everywhere, and they had vendors to left and right. They had uh, Monster had 3 semi trailers. It was crazy, and I was like, this is what I would like the Wheel Life Rally or any of our EUC events to get to. The magnitude of people that were there, it was really like eye opening to see what can happen. And then I pulled out my wheel and rode around. I've never been stopped by so much. They were like, holy, whoa. And I was wearing Wheel Life Rally shirt. So they're like, what is, I'm like, this is the event that we do here. Oh, when is it?
Come.
They were like, when is it? Just give me the date. I was like, okay. So a lot of people took pictures of my shirt and so that they could go and look it up. And I'm like, all right. So there's gonna be, and I hope for that every year. A lot of spectators as well, because I want more people to join and understand the love that we have and why we have it. We don't have this love for these wheels for no reason. I know people think we're crazy, but it's real. The wheel therapy that you get from riding these is just unmatched. Unmatched. Right before this stream, I had to take my dog out for a walk. So I took the A2 out and we went around the block and my dog is like and excited and I'm like both of us are out there super excited. I'm on the wheel, losing my mind, and the dog gets to run as fast as she wants to. So these things, they're useful in many, many different, ways, and I just love them. Love, love, love them.
Do we have anyone else coming out besides EUC and one wheelers?
Mm.
We got any like Surons, e-bikes?
So the Jeremy and his crew, they take electric bikes and they edit them. So they buy those little I forgot the name of the little tiny electric bikes you can buy at Walmart.
The
And
Razor ones.
yeah, Razor, that was it. And they will elongate the frame, change the battery, change the controller, change everything. So these little bikes are like rockets. And on the we went to the Worcester Takeover, and everybody was, he had a little crew and they were killing those bikes. So I told him, bring them to the rally and we'll do electric dirt bike races. That's what they do there. So if we could actually use the track then, so if they show up with theirs, because they're EUC riders too. So I'm like, if you show up with your dirt bikes, we'll put a race together. So we might have electric mini dirt bikes as well if they bring them through. And they had like eight to 10 of them out there. So I hope they all bring theirs. The issue
That'd be
is,
sick. Those little 72-volt dirt bikes are awesome.
yeah, and they're a lot of torque, a lot of power. So it's crazy. So Pete Lee's the guy who bought my V11. He said my son's name is Colin, also spelled the same way. He's listening in the background and he's saying, "Why do they keep talking about me?" Yeah, we're talking about you, Colin. We knew it. We knew it was you. No. So, Krista, when I get further into my electrical apprenticeship, I will be making more money, and I will definitely come out to Wheel Life Rally. I hope so, buddy. I would love to see you guys. From Cali, I'd love to see you guys make your way this way. And I only made it that way once. I wanted to do more, but I'll be back at AVS again. But I wanted to make it out to Marty's ride, and every year something happened. I broke my shoulder. Then the next year I couldn't go because I was still, not quite ready. And then the following year, something else happened. I was like, every year something happens and I can't make it. And Marty, he said last year was his last ride, so we'll see if that's true. So I can, but I do make it out to Cali for AVS every year, and I'm hoping that you guys can eventually start making it this way. So again, August 3rd and
Give the
4th are,
East Coast some love.
yeah, August 3rd and 4th are the days. You can come out August 2nd because that's when we finish setting up, and we'll have a little party at night on the Friday. But Saturday and Sunday are the party days and race days. So come on out. We're going to do some group rides, some night rides. We got a ride to the Rail Trail Ale House. Also, there's an ice cream spot up here that's really dope. I want to ride. That's a couple miles up the road. I want to ride there too. And there's also a tea and crepe house that is not far also. Okay, yes, I'm led by my stomach. Anyway, there's a lot of options for things that we can do up here. Oh, Electric Unicycle. What's up, man? Hey, Dale. Didn't see you, buddy. And that's my man from down under. Good day. Good day, mate. He's a crazy one. That dude. If you haven't seen his videos, watch him. Crazy backwards rider. I'd like to see him and Tarzan battle it out. Really, he's really that good backwards. So, but good to have you in here. So I don't know, man. I don't think we can hype this up enough. I don't think people can really understand the sheer magnitude of excitement that we have, because this is going to be one hell of a good time. And I wish, don't you wish you could just touch people and fill them with that energy? Come on, man! I talk to people and I'm like, you just don't understand. And they're like, okay, you got a lot of energy. I'm like, yes, I do. Okay, Chris said that Roger is doing the tour this year. So, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Would you do this? Would you do something like that? Well, you couldn't, Brian. You got so much going on. I don't know if you could make it that far for a whole week. What do you
To do
think?
what?
Marty's, he does his not a cross country ride, but his Californian ride. And it's 5 days of riding. And they put so many miles on their wheels. And they just pack up and just go through the California mountains. He has all these different places he takes everyone. And it's an epic journey. And I want to make it. But like I said, every year something happens.
So if I was gonna dedicate a whole week to doing something specifically in the PV space, not at home or anything like that, there are so many. No, that sounds fun. That sounds awesome. But I would be vilified if I had that jump the line from some of the other things that people have been like, Brian, you got to do this for the last 5 years. Like if I jumped the line on that, I wouldn't be able to make that happen. I would just be shunned.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Electric Unicycle had a real hard smash last night. Mate crashed into and smashed into a bollard. Okay, I don't know what that is, but
Those things that like stop cars from like parking lots, like
the
yeah,
barrier, the concrete barrier. Oh,
it's like a cylinder and it's like sticking up out of the ground, and there's like 17
oh,
of them, all 10 feet across.
holy crap!
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Dale. That had to hurt. It hurts me just thinking about it. So damn. I hope it's not too bad. Did you break anything? How bad is it? Let us know. How are the knee and wheels? I guess he hurt his knee and smashed his wheel. So that's what I'm guessing. All right. So, Bri, anything else you can think of you want to accentuate as far as this conversation is concerned? Because I think that telling people about all that we're planning to do, telling people about all the excitement, especially if Seth is able to bring the bag and the ramp, that would be amazing. I think it would elevate everything to the next level. Um, the fact that we were able to add the underground segments this year, so that's going to be part of the grand championship. Oh, that's the other thing. The grand champions this year win cash. There's prizes for everybody who wins first, second, and third, um, both EUC and one wheel, but there are cash prizes for the grand prize winners. So we will talk about that later, depending on how much we bring in, depending on how much we can give out. But yeah, I definitely wanted to make sure that if you win this year, you not only get gear, you not only get, shirts, jerseys, stuff like that, but you also get cash, especially for the grand prize. Now, to be a grand prize winner, you have to win points in all of the tracks, and we'll have at least two, probably three tracks, but we're not going to include the Stoke Park because tricks and stuff is, I think that's more of a niche, and I don't think it's widely done by everybody, but we will include underground segments. So if you have a race time on the underground segment, it can be factored in to your point system for your grand championship. So if you come to win, you got to come to win. You got to get it in, and you got to do everything. So we'll see.
So, final thoughts on anything that we can do to kind of get this going. Anyone who's watching this, guys, in the chat, anyone who's watching this YouTube on the YouTube channel later, if you can't come, this is it's not a new event. This is not the first year, but treat it like one. This event is still in its infancy. We're still figuring it out. It has the potential to be awesome. It has the potential to be just everything that we're all looking for whenever we go to one of the bigger events. We can make it that way if we put in the effort. And if you can't make it, if you can't come here, share it. It doesn't, social media is a wonderful thing. Share it with your friends, share it on your page, share a story. If you snag a story from the Wheel Life Rally Instagram page, from the One Stop Workshop Instagram page, from Facebook, whatever, share it with your friends. This is only going to be better, and it's only going to get bigger by word of mouth. People, I mean, we're not doing ads. We're not putting in flyers. The way to know about this is by telling people, go to wheelliferally.com. Check out the Instagram page. Talk to the guys at One Stop Workshop. Let's get people to the event even if you can't go. The last thing is, and Cobra, talking about the grand prize, I agree with you this year, but I am going to, Greg and I are going to personally change your mind with the trick comp. There will be progression in that space that will make a grand prize winner in the future. I promise you that. The last thing, guys, if anyone's looking for, I'm on the fence or whatever, use promo code. I think it's called promo code OSBS.
Yes.
OSBS. Use promo code OSBS. And you can get some discounts on your tickets. You can get yourself in the in the event without having to break the bank.
And I know, and that's another thing. I'm glad you just mentioned that, because people have asked me, why did the price go up so much? And it's because you got to realize the past few years, even still, everything comes out of my pocket ahead of time, and then I try and recoup what I can. I bought a bunch of jerseys, and I didn't have any pre-orders, so I had to pay for them. I bought or the guys working on making them right now. I'm buying a bunch of t-shirts. I want to have jerseys and t-shirts on hand this year because many people wanted them and couldn't get them. So that's the other thing. Even if you can't make it, you can still buy a jersey and you can buy a t-shirt. If you don't make it to the event, then afterwards I'll ship it to you. So if you want to support, this is what we're doing. And the price went up because I need to try and pay for everything that we are adding. I need to try and pay for everything that we have gotten. We have been gifted this space, basically, by Rick from the Wick, because, I mean, the amount that he would charge for what he's given us, he's barely scraping it to allow me to do it. And it's like it's a godsend. But I still do have to pay for it. So there's so many things that no one knows. And the first year, if you were there, my wife and my family were all there, and I had a great time. The next year, they begrudgingly came. Last year, they were not there, and this year they will not be there because it takes so much out of my pocket and my life that they're just not on board, and I still have to push through. So I had to raise the prices to try and make it so it doesn't hurt me. I want it to help everyone, but it can't keep hurting me or I won't be able to do it. So I had to make it commensurate with what it needs. And in order to make it keep growing, this is where it needs to be. And I want to continue to make it grow. I want to make it longer than 2 days. Several events Brian was talking about, you said it was like a week long, right?
Oak City and Float Life Fest and Wheel Scorcher. They're all days. Float Life Fest. We were down there for it was a 5-day event. We were down there for like 7 days.
And this is what I'm saying. Can you imagine doing what we love for 5 days? I'll lose my mind. So I'm hoping that we get there, and the only way we can get there is if you share the information and help. We have a Telegram group that you can jump in, Wheel Life Rally. Everything is Wheel Life Rally. So the Telegram group you can jump in. There's a Facebook group you can jump in. The IG page. If you're on IG and you're sharing content from the Wheel Life Rally, collaborate with Wheel Life Rally on IG. Put the collaboration out there. I'll accept it. And you can post it to the IG page on Wheel Life Rally and share your content from last year or past years. Share it with everybody else so we can all share in the joy and fun of what we're doing here. We have plenty of groups. We have plenty of things that you can do to reach out to each other, reach out to me, reach out to Brian at One Stop Board Shop. Colin, Andrew Tan is our communications expert. You can reach out to him. Mickey EVX, you can reach out to him. If you are thinking about it, please don't just think about it, be about it. Talk to somebody, reach out to somebody. We need you to share this because we need this to be the best it can possibly be so everybody can really see the potential that this event, being the only event that we have here, can be the best event that it can ever be. And we can only do it together as a team. So we need you guys. Make it happen. I think they might get it. They might get the
Support.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We love you guys. We love this community, and we just want more for it. Brian and I, every exhaustive conversation that we have at length is always about trying to make it better for everybody. And we hope you guys realize that because it means the world to us that we can share in this amazing field of PEVs. Amazing. So I don't know about you, Brian, but I'm excited about riding one of those mini dirt bikes. I never have, would you try one?
I've ridden one. We work on them here. So
there you go.
I will. I'm probably not going to hit the bag on one, the jump bag, but I'll go over some jumps. I'll try to donut and not break a leg.
So now that you say that, what would you hit the ramp in the bag with? Would you hit it with an EUC or a one wheel?
I just what I think that I can hit it better with an EUC, but I think that what would entice me is getting on a one wheel, or maybe not a one wheel, but a vest one wheeled board. But either way, I'd want to hit that sideways.
Okay. Well, I'm not a jumper, but I did hit the bag at Amped a few times, and I was like, all right. But once again, duty calls, so I was announcing. So I end up going to do something else or trying to help out, pitch in somewhere else. But this year, I enjoy riding around and watching everybody have fun, though. I really do. I miss racing because I raced the first year and then I haven't been able to since. But you know, at least everybody else has a good time, and I love seeing all the memories that we're making. That's the key for
I just
me.
I just love riding on dirt with other people who like riding on dirt.
Hmm.
That's what I love. That's what I want to do.
You know what's crazy is people ask me like, "You go off road with that?" I'm like, "Are you kidding?" I was like, "I love riding off road." Like, I mean, I love riding in the street. It feels good, but riding off road is crazy fun.
That's where
That to
it's
me
at.
is like that's everything. Like squeezing
It
between two trees and like just making it between the trees. Like I swear to you, it's like there's this feeling I get. It's like woohoo! Can't even explain
I
it.
tell I tell people all the time, man. If you told me you could never ride trails again and only ride street, I would cry. If you told me I could never ride street again, I could only ride trails, I'd be like, "Where's the problem?" I'm right there. I'm right there, man. Dirt is where it's at. And
Yeah.
Colin, I know you're doing that to piss me off. Did you see what he put up? You see what he
Yeah,
put up
we need at least 101 wheelers.
with the capital W?
Yeah. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. I put it up on the screen while we were talking, but I didn't even notice. Yo, Colin, you are a trip. You're
That
wild.
was good.
Okay, so in case anybody is wondering, that's how you spell one wheels right there. There we are. Capital W, capital W. And make sure in any communication with Brian from One Stop Board Shop, make sure you
I'm
spell it
leaving.
that
I'm
way
out.
because he loves when people spell it that way.
I come from my background is law, and I come from like so spelling and it right, it's proper, man. That's. Listen, if you've ever gotten an email from me, you're like why is he writing in proper English like it's an email? Yeah, that's just how I do.
Well, let me tell you, being in law enforcement, if you read some of these reports, like we get some guys who are, streetwise and now they're cops and they write shit and I'm like, dude, no. No. You cannot write this in a legal document. No. Take that back. Rewrite it and take out all of these sayings that you would say on the street. Unless it's a quote. I'm like, yo. Oh man. So I feel you
That's
on
good
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, man. I think we've driven the point home to the point that these people understand. Before we go, I will say, once again, I'm going to share a couple things. This is just, part of the calendar that we have, the schedule of events. So you guys are going to love it. Also, um, these are the crazy wheels that I'm hoping that some people get before the rally so they can bring with them. If you have one of these new wheels, please bring it with you. I actually have the ET Max. I wish I could bring it. If you guys were listening to the last live stream I did with Colin, I think I let you guys know, and I said I was gonna put the story out, and I haven't yet because I'm waiting for the fix. My ET Max is down still. I only rode it a couple times, and then it started beeping, tilting back, and I changed the board out, and now I'm waiting for the other board. To swap that one out because I'm hoping to get this back up and running. I absolutely love, 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 love riding the ET Max. So if you got these new wheels, bring them with you. We want to see them. And I look forward to Brian bringing some of your creations. I know you guys do vest builds and all kinds of stuff. So I'm hoping that you bring something juicy for us. Um, I the one only one wheel I've seen that I would want is on the amp team, Chris, the Flowducer. He has a one wheel that he has tricked out with the green and black, my colors. And I would pull up the photo of me standing with that and my Sherman S. They both had the green and black colors on it. And those are my colors. So I was like, yeah, I would ride that board. That's the only one
You
wheel I think.
understand that I could do that with any one wheel, right?
I
That's not.
know. I know. It's a cut. I know he just tricked it out that way. And I was like, ooh. That's nice. If I ride a Vesk board that has the speed that you guys they claim that it has, I haven't seen it yet. So I'm still holding out until I see this crazy Vesk speed. But if I had one that was tricked out that fast and looked like my colors, I might be a little more into one wheel. My problem is they never went fast enough for me. So
Freewheel, freewheeling, free spin,
58 miles per hour.
free spin. Obviously, that's not under
Oh,
load.
I
Obviously,
was
with
I
no
was about to
safety
say
features.
there is
That's
no way you would
But look
have.
at that duty cycle. That's a 97% duty cycle. I mean, like that's you're not going to hit that on the road. Potential.
But what was the top speed you hit?
Top speed I've hit.
Or on a wheel like that, what's the top speed?
I mean, so the top speed on any vest-based one-wheeled board right now, I think is like 42 miles an hour. Yeah,
I gotta see that. I definitely gotta see that because that's the one, like I said, the one thing we had in the Worcester takeover. We had two one wheel riders who are supposed to be at the rally. Brian, I mean, oh my god, oh my god, I'm so terrible. I know I'm old and my memory sucks, but Cold Crush is supposed to
Cold
be
Crush.
there.
Yep.
Cold Crush is supposed to be there, and oh my god, I can see him, but I can't think of his name right now. He won last year. He's one of the one wheel riders, but it'll come to me. But they were both there riding with us, and then after the first ride, they were gone, and I was like, "What happened?" And I know EUCs tend to just have trouble going slow. We do.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you there, and I'm not saying we can all keep. I mean, you guys are hitting 60. I mean, I get that, right? I do. I'm just saying we're no longer at 16.
Right. And no, and that's what I'm saying is I'm impressed. Let me just be clear. I'm impressed because if those wheels were able to bring their speed up this much in this short period of time, then I have high hopes for what we are going to be building coming in the future. And you can see how fast EUCs are just elevating. And now on the one wheel side, I didn't know that you guys were doing just as much elevation when it comes to vest builds and stuff like that. 42 miles an hour on a freaking one wheel is insane. That's insane.
Keep in mind, I'm not going to go. I'm trails. I'm not going for speed records. I'm not. My top speed on any pre-vest, stock one wheel pre GT was 28 miles an hour. And when I say top speed, I mean didn't crash because a lot of people are like, oh, my top speed is 32. No, did you wrecked? Then it's not top speed. That's the that doesn't count. It doesn't count. It has to be not no wreck. So 28.7 miles an hour, something like that, was my top speed. But ever since my shoulder, ever since I wrecked, I don't go for speed land records. And I wrecked 2 weeks before our GT arrived at my door. So
Mm,
I've never even had the opportunity. Now I plan on getting back into the speeds, but on dirt.
yeah,
That's where
yeah,
asphalt and I we got a hate relationship. We're not
yeah.
talking right now. So
Yeah, and I get that. I get that because when I went down, it broke my spirit for a short period of time. I was like, I can't do this. I don't think I'll ever ride it fast again. I think I'm gonna stick to like 30, and I say all that shit until I healed up and started riding again. And then, the wind starts hitting me. I'm on a wheel that's much better than the one I was on then, and I'm like, shit. And once I hit 50 miles an hour on this ET Max, I was like, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding. How easy I was doing 50 and didn't know I was doing 50 until the guy behind me, Andrew, was beeping at 47. And he's like, dude, I'm doing 47 and you're pulling away. And I'm like, okay.
well, but see, that's the thing. Like the progression of the sport, right? So, stock Future Motion one wheel, the latest GTS, it's a 113 volt board. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's more powerful than it doesn't have the same top speed as some UCs, but it's more powerful from a controller's perspective than some UCs.
Yep.
Once we get the technology where it needs to be on the VESC side, and maybe even Future Motion is going to come out with an even more powerful board, right? So, I mean, we have the potential for we have the potential for a lot in what we're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
and and Pete, I see your message about Nico. Yeah, I gotta give Nico, the credit on this one. I I don't own a vest board right now because we have so many people in the lineup as customers. I'm not a fan of jumping the line of my stuff for customers. But
Mm-hmm.
literally, I texted my team the night after Nico put up his 37-mile-an-hour crash that he got back up at still 1/10 of dirt surfers. I saw that video, and I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm getting my stuff. I'm building my parts. I'm doing it. So quick little spec. V4 Black Diamond from Makers PEV. The Lil Fokker V4, the Board Garage Meat Pack, which is an 18S2P, and an X-Lite BMS, and then everything else is custom. So I mean that's likely going to be my build. We're working on all the piecemeals right now. I'm hoping it'll be done by Wheel Life Rally, because if it is, I'm bringing it. And I'll show you all what's up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that's the progression of all things PEV is where we're all about, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's everything is getting better, faster, and hopefully safer with that. But everything's getting better, faster, longer range. We're just going to be able to do more stuff. This is the beginning. We're what, 10 years in? That's nothing. That's a blink of an eye. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. The sport has so much more to do. And listen, events like Wheel Life Rally are going to be where we're all able to kind of come together and show these things off and have a good time with each other. Riding
Yeah.
alone is fun. Riding together is more fun.
And it's not even just that, because you say riding alone is fun, riding in a group is more fun. It doesn't just double the fun. It's like it's when you guys notice when you're riding by yourself and you do some shit that you're like yo and you have no one to say yo to, like it's a lonely feeling, and you don't get the same stoke that you do when you're in a group and you're like hey yeah, everybody's riding and that vibe is so high. It's just truly ridiculous. So I love group rides, and I feel bad because I don't have people to group ride with here. Like I do have the Connecticut crew that I go over the line a lot and ride with Mike Mack and Andrew Tan and Linda, and there's several other people that we ride with. There's more riders in Connecticut. But here in my city in Springfield, there's only a couple of us that ride, a few, and we never get together. Never. So every every time every time I try, everyone's busy working or this and that, and then I got this, I got kids, my family, and so I'm like, so I miss it. I miss riding in the group because it's so much fun. I just all day. We could disappear all day, just go riding. I come home and she's
You got to
like,
tell they know who you are. You got to pull your weight.
"Yo," I'm like, "Come on, people." So
I'm the
I
Black Cobra. Come
yeah,
ride with me.
yo, I end up going out alone and recording stuff and just posting stuff. I'm like, man, this was an epic ride. The only thing that would have made it better is if people were with me. If I had a crew with me, oh, So I think I just thinking today I may start some learn to ride events and try and do like even if two people show up, at our Forest Park is our biggest park here. I think I'm gonna start hosting events, learn to ride events in the park, and see if anybody shows up. And if they don't, I'll just ride around in the park on my own.
Win-win.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be chilling. So, but all right, we're gonna wrap it up, right? Because you and I can talk all night about the Wheel Life Rally and all things PEV. You know that there's topics I haven't even touched yet, and I'm just happy that we're able to come on. I salute you and I thank you for all you do for the community. I really truly appreciate One Stop Board Shop for all that you've been able to do, because you came recommended to me before I even knew who you were, Linda. And, and she clearly made she actually said you and Brian have to meet. So she clearly recognized energy and she knew that we would hit it off. So Shouts out to Linda for putting that in my head, because I didn't know anything about you guys over there, and she put you in my head, and I was like, all right. And then I started seeing stuff, and here we are today. So,
That's
um,
right.
yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. I know you give your all and then some. And those of you who don't know, Ryan's working all the time. We do our meetings every week at 8:30 at night, and he's still doing shit for the business. So don't think this guy ever stops. He doesn't. But I appreciate that, because I know that your energy is and your heart is in the right place. So keep helping out, and everybody keep supporting One Stop Board Shop. Check out there, if you look in the description of this video, even those that people that are rewatching it after, you'll see links to the One Stop Board Shop Instagram and the One Stop Board Shop YouTube page. I'm also going to go back and put a link to your actual website, and add that too. You can catch up with One Stop Board Shop, and if you're a one wheel rider with a capital W, then you know you know you already know about One Stop Board Shop. So if you're anywhere in their area, seek him out, because he'll help you do whatever he can. You're definitely a true pillar of the community, Brian. I thank you.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate it, man.
yeah, and I'm excited and looking forward to what we're gonna do this year.
Hell
We're gonna
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna make history every year. It gets better and better and better, and I really do want at least 100 race riders this year. That's what I'm looking for. That's my benchmark. So I'm hoping that we reach it. That's my goal. We've never had more than 40, but I'm hoping this year that we have 100 riders out there, and we shall see if it happens. I'm excited. So that's it. Any
All
closing
right.
words?
I appreciate you and all you do. I appreciate this event that you put on. Thank you for having me. This is not our first podcast, and it won't be our last. So I'm looking
No.
forward to seeing you, and I'm looking forward to the next one, man.
That's right. All right, brother. Everybody have a good night. Don't forget to check out all the socials, all the sites, wheelliferally.com. What I say?
Let's go.
Wheelliferally.com. Make it happen, people. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
All
Deuces.
right.
And we're out. Oh, man. This is a great time, and I'm glad you came.